for getting there, dirt's for racing.
Time to pack it up and haul it home. Didn't do that well tonight. A few more scratches and some aching in these bones. That's all right. This week I need to work some overtime. Take the wife out Friday night. A couple new tires before Birmingham. That would be alright. You can say I've been going in circles. Not many right turns in my life. Never catching up to the dust I left behind. But that's alright. That's alright. It's a dirt track life. I smelled like gas since I was 17. Under the hood most every night. I spend more money than I could ever win, but that's alright. Won first place back in '63. It was the best day of my life. One more best day before I kiss the ground would be alright. Yeah, it'd be alright. You can say I've been going in circles. Not many right turns in my life. Never catching up to the dust I left behind. That's alright. That's alright. It's a dirt track life. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. La da da da.
Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Monday night version of the Checkerd Flag Report. I'm your host, the Big Gman here himself, live broadcasting tonight here on 95.3 and also on the internet. Well, listen, we had a great weekend of racing here. We want to start off and congratulate somebody that had their very first victory this year in 2015. And before we do that, we want to welcome our underline associates here tonight, the good folks from the U.S. Bonding Company. Jim Camp and all the associates over there have come on board to underline the show right here. And we want to make sure that we give them a great big shout out. And definitely, I'll tell you, it is great to have them on board. Folks, you never know when you may need the services of the bonding company here. And trust me, these folks have been helping people since 1979, bringing families together, putting you on your feet and putting you back on the street. Folks, like I say, you never know. Bond service here, warrant issues with court, maybe have some legal questions in regards to some bonding. But whatever it is, these people here, great people, very well staffed, very professional, know what they're doing, know what they're talking about. Give them a call, 24/7, they're open, 1-800-BAILOUT, that's 1-800-BAILOUT. And like I say, folks, you never know when you may need the services here of these great people. And, you know, bad things do happen to good people. So keep in mind, U.S. Bonding, great people doing great things for the great people. And before we get too far along here, again, we want to send out a very special congratulations this weekend here at the Lawrence County Speedway. A young driver that we have followed for a lot of years in his racing career, and done a lot of stories on him, some promoting with him, and being a fourth generation driver. Congratulations goes out to Hank Taylor, driver of the T-Town late model number 78. Took down the victory at the Lawrence County Speedway Saturday night, and I'll tell you what, it is a well-deserved, hard-earned victory. It's a very difficult racetrack to drive, but Hank Taylor is running in the Seca late model series for the points. And like I say, it's just a great victory, so we want to make sure that we give a special shout-out to Hank and Ricky and Shannon and everybody over there at the T-Town Racing Stables over there. That Hank, congratulations to you on your first victory in 2015. And like we said a few weeks ago, it's only a matter of time before he puts that car into victory lane, and that's sure enough what he done. Well, folks, we had a lot of racing this weekend here all over the place, and we're going to start off with a couple of highlights here from the Carolina Speedway, and then we'll bring you up to, we got some of the Lancaster Super Speedway, we got some of the World of Outlaw stuff. So starting off with the Carolina Speedway this past Friday night, I know a lot of folks that go to the Carolina Speedway also race down at the Super Speedway in Lancaster. So we'll start right off with the Seca Carolina Workwear feature, which was a great late model feature. And a good host of cars, 13 of the best showed up there to take to the banks over there at the Carolina Speedway in Gastonia, North Carolina. So let's kind of give you a quick rundown here on a finishing order. Out of Union, South Carolina, he took down the win down there, the 88T for Trent Ivy. In the second place down there, driver number 90 car out of Charlotte, North Carolina, took down the second place, Gary Puckett. In the third spot down there, this driver here is a veteran. No matter where he goes, knows how to get around. He is a wheel man without any second doubts at all. He's out of Troutman, North Carolina. Steve Benall finished in the third spot, driving the 308 car. I believe that car belongs to Manley Cheney, but we'll have to double check on that. Let's see here. In the fourth spot, out of Lancaster, South Carolina, driver number 78 car, the one we just got done talking about here, T-Town sponsored machine for Hank Taylor, took down the fourth spot. Great job. In the fifth spot, out of Gastonia, North Carolina, driver number 89 car was Pat Lindsay, took down the fifth spot. Over here in the sixth spot, driver of the 00J out of Concord, North Carolina, was Richard Kukin. In the seventh spot, the 57 car out of Rock Hill, South Carolina for Andrew Blackwood. And in the eighth spot, driver of the number 10 car out of Reedsville, North Carolina, Spencer Apple. In the ninth spot, this driver is a regular also at the Lancaster Super Speedway. He's out of Fort Mill, South Carolina, took down the ninth spot, driver of the 14 car for Chris Fight. Now let's see here. In the 10th spot, out of Lincolnton, North Carolina, driver number 44 car for John Ruggiero. In the 11th spot, this driver here is out of Gastonia, North Carolina, driver number 26 car for Matt Stover. In the 12th spot, number 7 car out of Lancaster, South Carolina. This gentleman also runs in the Limited Late Model Series as well as the Seca Late Model Series for Josh Langley. And in the 13th spot, driver of the 18K out of Monroe, North Carolina, Sean Medlin managed to take down that 13th spot. Those are your top finishing 13 spots there for the Carolina Workwear feature over at the Carolina Speedway. Now let's move on down now to the Renegades here, the Tilly Harley Davidson feature here. Let's see, in the first spot, driver of the car number 19, he also runs at Lancaster Super Speedway on occasions. He's out of Chester, South Carolina. Taking down the win was Travis Mosley. Great job by Travis. He was at the Super Speedway on Saturday night as well. And in the second spot, out of Rock Hill, South Carolina, driver number 67 car, another regular here at the Lancaster Super Speedway with a couple of feature wins this year. He's known as the Cheeseburger. It is Brian Mullis took down the second spot there. Great job by Brian. Let's see, in the third spot here out of Dallas, North Carolina, driver number 88 car, it was John Ryan. Let's see, in the fourth spot, driver the 111 car. Let's see here, out of Edgemoor, South Carolina, it was Paul Irby. In the fifth spot, driver the B17 car out of Kings Mountain, North Carolina, was Josh Robbins. And this gentleman here who finished in the sixth spot is definitely a wheel man, a top runner over at the Lancaster Super Speedway. One of the Soggy Bottom boys, driver number 16 car for Andrew Baker, brought it home in the sixth spot over there at the Carolina Speedway. Great job by Andrew. And let's see here, in the seventh spot, out of Monroe, North Carolina, another driver, another hard-charging, great competitor from the Harrington Nation, Justice Harrington in the 30X car, managed to take down the seventh spot. In the eighth spot, from Gastonia, North Carolina, driver number 40 car was TJ Bolin. In the ninth spot, driver number 71 car, he's out of Clover, South Carolina, it was Terry Quinn. And in the 10th spot, driver number 1 car out of Belmont, North Carolina, was Todd Bolin. Great job. Top 10 finishers right there at the Renegades, the Tilly Harley-Davidson feature event at the Carolina Speedway. Great job by them drivers. All right, moving on down now to the street stocks, the Domino's Pizza feature. In the first spot, driver number 73 car out of York, South Carolina, was Colt Gilliam. In the second spot, driver of the number 11 car from Belmont, North Carolina, was Ronald Pope. In the third spot, driver number 38 car, he's out of Lake Wiley, South Carolina. It was Marty Reed taking down the third spot right there. And in the fourth spot, driver number 68 car, he's out of Lake Wiley, South Carolina, also was Mike Messer. In the fifth spot, driver number 50 car, he's out of Concord, North Carolina, was Everett Dunlap. And in the sixth spot, driver the 28M car was David Martin out of Smyre, I believe that's how you pronounce it, Smyre, South Carolina, S-M-Y-R-E. If I pronounced it wrong, I do apologize. Never seen it, never heard of it, but it is what it is. All right, let's take a little commercial break here, and we'll get right back to the results in the four cylinders over there at the Carolina Speedway. Tonight's show is underlined by the good folks at the U.S. Bonding Company, 24/7 bail bond service, warrant service, anything that you possibly could think of in regards to legal activities over there, 24/7, folks. Things can happen to good people. Things can happen when you least expect it. You may know somebody that's had an issue. You may have some legal issues that you don't know how to handle. You're not sure what to do. And, you know, give these folks a call. Folks, since 1979, they have been putting families back together, bringing good folks back together, putting your feet back on the street out there. And, you know, if you got the fee, they got the key. And if they nail you, they can sure bail you. That's what they say over there at the U.S. Bonding Company. So give them a call at 1-800-BAILOUT, 1-800-BAILOUT, 1-800-BAILOUT. Jim Camp and all the good folks over there. And all major credit cards are accepted over there. Like I say, they have women bail bondsmen as well on hand. So 24/7, 7 days a week, does not matter when or what the situation may be. If you feel as though you need the assistance for the bonding, give them a call. Tell them you heard it right here at the Southeastern Motorsports Radio Network, right from the Gman himself, and give them a call, 1-800-BAILOUT. That's 1-800-BAILOUT, 1-800-BAILOUT, 24/7 U.S. bonding service. The best thing I can tell you is great people doing great things for great people who need the service. That's the U.S. Bonding Company. Give them a call. Locations in Charlotte, Union County, Monroe, Lincolnton, and Concord, North Carolina. So give them a call. Tell them you heard it right here at the Southeastern Motorsports Radio Network. All right, let's get right back here, folks, to the race results from the Carolina Speedway this past Friday night here at the Four Cylinders with the Q2U Barbecue Pit.